I talk to a lot of people about their success or lack of with open networking events. And people tell me that they go there, they don't really meet anyone, or they meet the same people and spend 2 hours talking to those. And I generally think it's because they don't have a plan before they go to an event. What I want to share with you in this video is my particular plan, my personal plan for going to open networking events. And it all starts with a delegates list, of asking for a delegates list. If you don't ask, you don't get. So ask the people who are running the event if you could have the delegates list up front. Some will say yes, some will say no. Doesn't matter. For the ones that say yes, quite simply, look down the delegates list. Look at people who are in your target market, who could be customers. Look at people you could do joint ventures with, strategic alliances with, and circle them. You might get a dozen or something like that. Now the thing is, you won't have time at the event to meet and talk to that dozen people, so you're going to single them out, you're going to narrow it down to maybe 4 to 6 people, because some may not turn up, simple as that, so you need a backup plan. When you do that, those are the people you want to meet at the event. If they don't give you the delegates list up front, no problem. Just turn up around about 10 or 15 minutes early, apologise for being early, just ask if there's somewhere to sit, and well, oh, by the way, could I have the delegates list? Just have a look at while I'm waiting, and then do the same thing. What I do is I transfer the people that I want to speak to, their names, I transfer those onto notes on my phone. Because anyone standing holding a phone seems quite natural. The fact is, you've got the notes app open and you can see the people you want to talk to on that. What you're going to do next is you're actually going to do totally different than everybody else does. Everybody else goes and stands where the teas and coffees and refreshments are, or at the back of the room, and starts to play with emails and all this kind of stuff. You're not going to do that. You're going to position yourself where people come in, so they basically have to walk past you. Not around, you don't get in the way, they have to walk past you. I position it so people walk past me on my right hand side, because I shake hands with my right hand. All I want to do is, I want my names on the phone. When someone comes in and they've got the name badge on that's on my list, I'm just going to introduce myself. Just going to say, hi, I'm Len Foster, how are you? And I'll use their name, and I'm just going to ask them, any chance we can have a little chat later on? No one ever says no. No one ever says no. Never had it happen yet. And I'll find my 4 people, 5 people, whatever it may be, and then my job there is done. All I'm going to do then is, when the time's right and appropriate and we're actually networking, I'm going to approach those people. Now, it doesn't matter whether they're standing on their own, whether they're in a circle of other people, or whatever they are. All you're going to do is make eye contact with them. When you make eye contact, you will simply say, can we have our chat? Generally, it'll either be 1 or 2 things. They'll say, can you give me 2 minutes? Or they'll excuse themselves and say, I've booked a chat with this guy over here, with Len. I'll see you guys in a minute. It's much easier for the nervous networkers to do something like that than it is to try and theoretically break into a circle of people who are talking amongst themselves. So now you've got the person on their own. The only 2 things you're going to do, you are not going to sell anything whatsoever. The only 2 things you want there is to create goodwill and build rapport. And that conversation between you is going to last for around about 8 minutes, something like that. Generally, you're going to finish it with something like, well, you've probably got other people to see, so have I, but I'm really interested in what you do, and I'd love to find out a bit more. So is there any chance we could book something else where we can just have a chat somewhere local if you want? Coffee's on me. And you get another appointment where you're out of the networking environment and where you can talk to them a bit more about what you could do for them, what they could do for you, what you could do together, whatever it may be. If you do it that way, your chances of getting appointments and meeting targeted people from open networking events vastly increase, and you will actually get more from your conversations than you ever would before. Try it, it works. I'll see you next time.